This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good morning everyone. Shalom Aleichem. Bruchim Abayim. Hope everybody's doing well. We're continuing in Mishna, Daf HaShavua. We started yesterday Sif Yud Ches in Siman Daled, and let us continue. We'll read again from the beginning of the Mechaber. Elu dvarim tzrichim netila b'mayim. The following things need netila in water. The Mishnah explained in Sivkat and Lamed Ches to remove the ruach ra, and therefore anytime you're washing your hands to remove ruach ra, you need to do so expeditiously, immediately. You don't want to delay the ruach ra. And l'chadchila, you should wash your entire hand until the wrist, or at the very least till the ends of the fingers. However, in contradistinction to, if you just get your hands dirty, you need to just clean the dirty parts of your hand, and the rest of the hand you don't have to clean. Says the Mishnah Sivkat and Lamates, B'mayim, after l'tfila, v'chol shekain l'toira, dai achar kol elu b'nikayin ba'alma, u'kil kaman b'siv chavei zemayri become min hamita. In other words, for davening or for learning, if you did any of these things, all you need to do is clean your hands. You don't necessarily need water. Even if you get up, even if you went to sleep, for tefillah, for Torah, you don't necessarily have to wash your hands in water. Certainly some of these other things, these other activities mentioned, to remove ruach ra, you need dafka water. In other words, to get your hands in a state appropriate for davening and learning, you could wipe it b'chol midi d'manaki. You could use anything that cleans. However, if you want to remove ruach ra, you need dafka water. And you do not need 3 times unless you're waking up. However, says Mishna, there are those who are machmir about other activities that you need to wash your hands 3 times to remove ruach ra. They are v'yesh machmir b'hoilch bein hamesim. Some say if you go among the dead, then you need to wash your hands 3 times to remove ruach ra. U'meshamesh v'mita mitasa has marital relations. V'inan gam kein shalish pa'amim. So again, the highest level of ruach ra is when you go to sleep at night. Other things, you only need to wash your hands 1 time to remove ruach ra. Somebody who goes among mesim or someone's meshamish mitasai, there's a chumrah to wash your hands 3 times as well. The Sefer Kahal Kadosh machmir b'yotzim beis hakisei shalish pa'amim. The Sefer Kahal Kadosh is machmir if you come out of the bathroom, you should also wash 3 times. The Maggid Avram Siman Sayin Sasar Dvav. The Maggid Avram dismisses his words. So again, somebody goes to the bathroom, then you only have to wash your hands 3 times. There's an extra chumrah, which is definitely not unanimously accepted, to wash your hands 3 times when you come out of the bathroom as well. Okay, so let's see what some of these items are that have ruach ra. Hakam mehamita, you get up in the morning. V'hayotzim beis hakisei, or if you go out of the bathroom. The Mishnah says in Sivkat and Mem, afilu lo yasa tzrachav, even if you didn't do your needs, you just went into the bathroom, you went in to get a shaver, you went in to get a toothbrush, you went in to get anything, you have something in your medicine cabinet. So the question is, what about bathrooms today? The Chazon Ish is mesupik about that. Is the bathroom today like the Persian bathroom discussed in the Gemara, where the tzaya is taken far away, or since the excrement stays in the bowl until you flush, maybe it has a din of a Beis HaKisei Gomor. This is a discussion in the Chazon Ish, in the Igros Moshe, and Lamaisa. The Poskim say you should be machmir, and Rabbi Yashav says as well. In other words, if you merely went into the bathroom, you should wash your hands. Okay, that's the bottom line. If you merely went into the bathroom, you should wash your hands. So again, you don't have to wash your hands 3 times, but unless according to the Chumrah of the Kahal Kadosh. Furthermore, v'chein bebeis hamerchatz afilu lo rachatz sham, or if you go into a bathhouse or maybe a mikvah, even if you don't take a bath, you got to wash your hands. Umishum ruach ra sheshar be'elam mekas, because of the ruach ra that resides in these places. Furthermore, weiter in the mechaber, umi beis hamerchatz, you come out of a bathhouse. V'hanoitel tzi parnav, someone who cuts their nails. V'hachoyletz minolav, someone who takes off their shoes. Now, this is a little bit difficult because we said that we're talking about items that you need to wash your hands to remove ruach ra. What ruach ra is involved by taking off shoes, or v'hanoigea baragel, one who touches his feet, v'achoyfeif roishay, one who scratches his head. Let's see the Mishnah Berura min olav, sivkatim mem aleph. Mishum shenegea biyada beis hachalitza, you're touching them when you're removing them. Aval b'loy naga b'hem ein sagnativ, you just slip them off. You don't have to wash your hands. V'hachoyleitz min olav, someone who takes off shoes, v'noigea baraglav, or touches his feet, v'choyfev roishai, einoi mishum ruach ra, it's not because of a bad spirit, rak mishum nekiyas, it's because of cleanliness. Al kein tzach lamar lito yadav tekav, therefore there's no rush. In other words, if you're gardening outside, and you touched your feet, you don't have to run to wash your hands. Mashein ken be'inoch, as opposed to the others, the mishum ruach ra, v'chanal b'sivkat lamed ches. Now, what if you touch shoes which are not leather? Crocs. So the Dirshu brings from Shabbos Chuvas Erech Shai that only if you touch a shoe of leather do you have to wash your hands. And Chazon Ish agreed. The Ben Ish Chai says any shoe. What if you touch shoelaces? You're not touching the shoe, you just touch the shoelaces. Chazon Ish says you don't have to wash your hands. Rabbi Yashiv brings that yes, the shoelaces are batel to the shoes. Now, we said if you scratch your head, you have to wash your hands. What if you didn't scratch with your hand? You just touched your hair. No, you do not have to wash your hands. Weiter. The Mechaber says, some say, one who walks among the dead, one who touches the dead body, says Mishnah Berura, bein amesim, the beis hakvaros, in the cemetery. You should wash your hands before you pray by a grave. And you wash a second time when you come out of the cemetery. Because the bad spirits accompany on the way out. Some have a custom to wash their face when they come out of the cemetery. That's brought by the Malbim. Or one who touches a mace. Says the Mishna, even someone who enters to one mace, or goes to escort noyagim benatila, the minhag is to wash. The Prima Gadim says that's only if you're going within 4 amos of the mace. The Chachmas Adam also says that. Chazon Ish says that a malave has to wash his hand even beyond 4 amos. Says the Mishnah Berura, continuing, the minhag is to be makbid, not to enter another house before you wash your hand. Uminhag abeisenu toirahi. The minhag of our forefathers is Torah. Now, bayis acher is the lashon of the Ramah in Yoredeya. The Levush takes out the word acher, and the Kaf HaChaim says the minhag is not even to enter one's house. I saw in the name of Rav Moshe that to enter a yeshiva you do not have to wash your hands. Very interesting. Okay, weiter. Umisha mafli kelev, one who takes lice out of kelim. V'hamishamish mitasa, one who has marital relations. V'anogea b'kina, one who touches a louse. V'anogea b'gufa b'yad, one who touches his body. Says Mishnah Berura, kelev afil lo inaga b'china shaloi matzah. Someone's looking for lice, even if he did not find it. He forgot to put money in the Rameir Balanes Pushka, so he didn't find any lice. Or if he touches a kinu v'farosh, if it's a flea, could be you could just wipe your hands, you don't have to wash them. So it seems like when it comes to lice, there's an inyan of ruach ra. Biyadai, if you touch your body Where? B'makames hamatunafis, in a dirty spot. Sheyesh behem mulei zela, a spot that's usually full of sweat. What if, while you're in water, you touch a covered spot of your body? So that is a machlokes between Rav Shlomo Zalman and the Shevet HaLevi, whether that's whether you're considered to have getting your hands dirty again. Okay, the Mechaber continues. Umisha asa achas mikalev lainata. If somebody does one of these items, one of these things mentioned, v'lainata, he didn't wash his hands. So in other words, what if somebody violates this? They touched one of these. They went into a bathroom and they came out. They didn't wash their hands, or they clipped their nails and didn't wash their hands. So im talmid chacham hu talmid mishtakech. If he's a Torah sage, he'll forget his learning. And he's not a talmid chacham, he'll go crazy. It says in Mishna Berura, that means you'll have a lapse of sanity. You know, you'll be taken. You'll be taken by a spirit of insanity. Could lead to avera, like Chazal tell us. Person will not violate a sin unless he's overcome by a spirit of insanity. Somebody wants to know, what if somebody's bald and they scratch their head, whether that is considered touching a makom metunafais? I don't know. On the one hand, the reason why the head is the makom metunafais is because it's covered in hair, so it's mamole zeya. But if it's not covered in hair, I'm not sure. Sifya tes hamekis dam mehakasefayim, one who lets blood from the shoulders. V'leinat al yadav, he doesn't wash his hands. Mefachet shiva yamim, he'll have anxiety for 7 days. Hamegaleach v'leinat al yadav, some who shaves, takes a haircut, and doesn't wash his hands. Mefachet shoj yamim, will have anxiety for 3 days. Hanoitel tzipanim v'leinat al yadav, someone who clips his nail, doesn't wash his hands. Mefachet yom echad, he will be afraid for 1 day. He won't know what he's afraid of. So people think, I have anxiety, I have to go to my quack. No, just make sure you wash your hands after you do these things. Says the Mishnah Berura, aluka, if you use a leek, shekorin favikes oy benekes gam ken shlita, you also have to wash your hands v'toiv lahachmer, and it's a good idea to be machmer. Okay, Rabbi Sai, thanks everybody for joining today. Wishing you all bracha v'hatzlacha. Have a wonderful day. Kol tov, everyone. Be well. Bye-bye.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.